guys, my name is Nate Fix and welcome to Cartooning California, and we have an awesome episode for you today. Why? Because we are in Palm Springs and it's a very windy day. I can't believe I'm not blowing over yet, but it still could happen. But anyhow, I'm not hanging out just right here. We are going downtown to Villagefest, which is really awesome and cool, and you're going to see all about it, why I love it, and at the end of this video, I'm going to do a comic inspired by what I see tonight. So, you guys ready? Let's go. Here I am in downtown Palm Springs, and what you'll see is, this place comes. It's always hopping down here, but in just a little bit, when market night comes around, you're going to see that this whole street becomes something totally different once everybody gets here. So yeah, guys, this is Villagefest, and as you can see, it's filling up pretty quick. It's just opened up, and this time of year, this opens up at 7 p.m. Normal times during the year, it's 6, but this is actually its off season from June through September. So it starts at 7 o'clock, goes to 10 o'clock. But yeah, Villagefest here in Palm Springs. There's over 200 vendors. And it's a market that's been around for a long time. If you're familiar with Palm Springs, you probably are well aware of this market. It started in 1991, so it's been going on for 30 plus years. And there is all kinds of stuff here. You can get delicious food, you can get all kinds of arts and crafts. And I'm a little bit biased because that's right, I have a little table here at Villagefest as well. I started doing this back in December of 2022, and I did it just as an experiment. Like, you know, there's artists out here, so why not cartoonists, right? And yeah, I came out, and it turned out pretty cool. I have prints and books, and I'll show you guys a little bit of that coming up. But yeah, it is a, when you come out here, what I like about it is it's just nonstop. Like, once you think you've seen all the vendors and everything, you turn the corner just a little bit and you got a bunch more down another street. And it's literally like you can walk for miles and miles trying to find nothing in particular, just looking around, seeing what's available, what they have, and more than likely you'll end up with something. Maybe that's just going to be a delicious hamburger or taco, whatever it may be. But it is such a cool event, and it happens every Thursday. There's just some holidays it doesn't occur, I think on Christmas, I believe, and Thanksgiving. But beyond that, Thursday nights in Palm Springs, Villagefest is the place to be. Another cool aspect of Villagefest, they have live entertainment. So every block or so, there's someone new, a band, what have you, someone playing something, entertaining the crowd. So yeah, a lot of live entertainment. Now, June through September here in Palm Springs can be brutally hot, let me tell you. Tonight is actually really mild. It's like 80 degrees, I think. But keep that in mind if you come out here anytime. Even on the, during the winter sometimes it can get warm too, but typically not in the hundreds. But 100 degrees plus is pretty normal for Palm Springs in the summertime. So keep that in mind. But in the evenings you get shade. It gets cooler out here, and the weather is nice. So just keep that in mind. You come out here.
like I mentioned, I have my own little booth here at Villagefest, and here it is right there. See, I have a little banner, and it's actually not an outdoor banner. I gotta fix that someday. But anyhow, it's not just me that comes out. My wife and my daughter join me, and we hang out into the evening, sketching books, selling prints, chatting with the crowd, and mostly just having a good time.
Why do I love Village Fest? I love it because I get to see all these local businesses. I get to see all these people that come up to the animal shelter and they buy towels. I get to see people come up to the comic book stand. They buy comics. They love the dog book. And most of all, it's the people. It's the local people that I love. So just getting to meet and interact with locals from Palm Springs. That's why I love it.
Cool thing about Village Fest is that you have people from all over California and all over this region that come and hang out and stroll around, and you get to, it's like people watching heaven. And there's also really cool vendors. You can kind of buy something if you want, a little something something. If not, you can just look and admire. I mean, it's like seriously amazing pieces of art around here and beautiful trinkets and delicious food. So it's just like a really chill time. And again, it's just you see people from all over the region and just kind of like hanging out. It's really beautiful place.
I love Village Fest. The main reason why is because there's so many different international people coming through here and the mixture of flow of people. So you get great people, Canadians. I just met a lady that was from Jamaica. So, so it's just a flow of people, and you can't find no market like that on a Thursday in California. So I'm here. Yeah.
One thing about Village Fest and being here in Palm Springs, I always wonder is like how many famous people walk around and are probably here tonight that I don't even realize. Because you know they are. They're just like, this is a town that they hang out at and go to and have lived. I mean, Frank Sinatra lived here. Elvis had a home. A few other people too. Bob Hope comes to mind. I'm sure there's a lot right now too. I always wonder, like, who am I walking past? Who are all these people, and are they famous or what? Like, it matters, but you know, it is interesting. I swear sometimes I see people, I'm like, I think I know who that is, but can never quite pinpoint it sometimes either. But anyhow, it's always interesting to be out here. And beyond any kind of like famous people, just people in general, you meet all kinds of characters, which is so cool. So it's evening and market night. Village Fest is coming to an end. And like I mentioned earlier, I've been doing this since December. And it's awesome because it's just a chance to get out of the studio for one night, to get out and say hi to people, and to, hey, show off my books and everything too. But anyhow, that's not why, you know, even if I weren't doing my own little market night here, I'd still love to do this video because it's a great event. It's great to come out to for artists, for just cartoonists, for anyone, really. What can I say? It's cool. Really nice, even though it can be hot, like I mentioned. But right now it's perfect out. So yeah, this is wrapping up. It is wrapping up this evening here. So I think I got some inspiration for a good comic. Now, normally when I go out on these trips, I'm not going to have as much exposure as I have had with Village Fest, since I've been out here a few times, obviously. But that being said, I think I got a good idea for a comic, I hope. I'm going to sketch out some ideas, and I'm going to take you and show you that process. But for now, Village Fest is wrapping up, and it has been awesome. It's been a great night, a lot of fun. So some ideas are brewing in there, I think, I hope. We'll see.
Boy, what a night that was, huh? Village Fest is something else, I tell you. It just, I got home late. I'm gonna need a lot of this, but I think maybe, just maybe I have some ideas that I could sketch out in my cheap old notebook. I always talk to people that are interested in cartooning, like, you don't need fancy equipment at all, really. You can use just a piece of paper and a pen,
whatever you'd like to use. But for drawing, or sorry, for coming up with ideas, I'm still tired. I haven't had much coffee at all. I had like 2 sips, so it's going to take me a minute to wake up. But I use just a cheap old notebook, and I go in and sketch in this and write. I write every day, about 20 minutes a day, just to keep that, the routine going, and that just helps in the long run. And then, yeah, after last night, I'm going to work on something inspired off of Villagefest. All the stuff that I saw, the people I met, ran into, people I knew, everything about it. So I'm going to get to work. I'm going to drink some more coffee because I definitely need it because I got home late. That's okay. It's all good. I just need some coffee, and I'm going to work on an idea, sketch it out, and I'll show you some of that process as I go through this.
Now, the coming up with ideas process, yeah, it's pretty boring. You're looking at it. It's, yeah, though I can kind of, think of some stuff like I did last night during Villagefest, when it comes down to actually writing material, a lot of the time is spent just staring at blank pages and sitting like this. But eventually, an idea might hit. When some idea actually does come along, which can take a really long time, by the way, I simply sketch it out as really loose as I can in my cheap old notebook, and then I move on to the essentials.
It's starting to kick in. I have a feeling the coffee is kicking in, which is great. So I've spent the morning writing and sketching some ideas down. And yeah, I think I have a few. So what I'm going to show you, and I'm not going to show you this process in every video because it's really the same for me. What I use after I sketch out my ideas in my cheap old notebook that I paid like 50 cents for, $1 maybe, I don't know, something really, really cheap, is an iPad Pro. I highly suggest getting an iPad Pro. It's how can I say it? It does everything I need it to do in terms of the art. It's fairly cheap. It's very affordable. Editing is easy with the iPad, and I love it. I can take it anywhere. As you see, mine's a little beat up. No, I don't treat it bad and toss it around, but I use it every day, and it shows. It's got some coffee stains on it, to put it mildly. But it's great. So I use the iPad Pro in a software called Procreate, which is a really funny name. I don't know why they call it that, but it's called Procreate. And it's, again, very affordable. I think like $10. And along with that, I use my trusty Apple Pencil. And that's it. So what I want to do, I'm going to show you a little bit of my sketching in here. My sketching is really loose, as you'll see. It's I often joke about how it looks like a kindergartner drew it, because it does. It does. It's really, really sketchy. And all I use sketches for is just a roadmap for the final art. So it can look bad. It's okay. It can look bad. And in Procreate and on the iPad Pro, I use a pencil tool, so it looks like a real pencil, like the kind with lead, and it works well for me just to sketch it out quickly. And then after that, I go over it with an ink look. It's not real ink. You don't want to put ink on your iPad Pro. Okay, that's a dumb statement. Who would do that? But no, you'll see. I use a tool that's called an ink tool for Procreate, and finish it off with some colors, and then I add the text, and this thing is good to go. So this is going to be my comic, again, inspired off of Villagefest that I attended last night, and we'll see how it goes. One thing I want to mention just while we're closing it out here is I get asked sometimes like, what are you doing at a farmer's market? And as you can see, Village Fest is not a farmer's market. Trust me when I tell you, when you go to this, it's a totally different vibe. And again, like I mentioned, I started off this kind of as an experiment to see what would happen. But I have my reasons. Again, the experiment worked out well. I love it. It's a chance to get out of the studio. As many cartoonists and artists know, you're kind of by yourself a lot. So it's a chance to get out and actually talk to people. And believe it or not, in a couple of hours at Village Fest, I have more interactions, talk to more people, sell more art than I do at Comic Cons. So it's a win-win for me. And I know I'm a little biased with this video focusing on Village Fest because I attend it. Trust me, I go to many places I have nothing to do with. I like to discover all kinds of new places in California. But Village Fest is unique to me since I go to it. And but like I mentioned, it's totally different than anything else out there. And I can't stress it enough. If you're in Palm Springs, make a trip to Village Fest on Thursday nights. Check it out. I mean, I know you'll have fun. You don't even have to buy anything. You just walk around and see whatever there is to see, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll probably end up buying something too. But it's awesome. And again, it's so funny how it's in my opinion, better than a Comic-Con in many ways. I'm not knocking Comic-Cons. Don't write me hate mail for that comment. I enjoy those too. They're just different. They're different vibes. Different type of thing. So that's why it's just and it's fairly close to me too. So I am at an advantage there to go to Village Fest. But that's really it in a nutshell. It's just it was a fun experiment that really worked out well, and I'm happy to attend. And I really hope you enjoyed our little journey here with just seeing it all. And I can't wait to go on the next journey with you. Where are we going next? We're going to find out. We'll find out soon. In the meantime, happy drawing day. Talk to you later. Bye.